Hello and welcome to the night's third ghostly tale. This one is further afield and it comes from Pontefract and it is about the Black Monk of Pontefract. Back in about 1966, the Pritchard family moved into a house at 30 East Drive in Pontefract. They moved in to a council house, semi-detached. This house had been built just after the war, and they'd moved in a little while, a year or so. Then one weekend, the Pritchard family, Joe the father, Jean the mother, and Diane the daughter, had gone away for the weekend, leaving the grandmother and the son Philip in the place. Philip had been out playing when he came into the house. As he came in, he saw a mist or dust falling from the ceiling, and it was coating all the furniture in the passageway where the stair was. A bit shocked by this, he ran and told his grandmother, and his grandmother came, and they watched as this dust fell from the ceiling. Philip then thought he'd better clean it up and went into the kitchen to get a cloth to clean and wipe the dust up. But as he did so, he opened the door, and there in the centre of the kitchen floor was a puddle, and then he saw another one appearing. Thinking that they may be a bus pipe, the grandmother went next door for help from the neighbour. The neighbour came and found the stop tap and turned it off, but the water carried on coming up. They put a call into the emergency council repair team to see if they could come out. They came out but checked all the drains, all the water pipes, and they could not find anything wrong. As soon as the water appeared, it also totally disappeared, and there wasn't much trace of the water left the next day. The rest of the family returned the next day, and the grandmother and Philip told them what had happened. The father says, "Oh, it must have been a bus pipe or something," and didn't think any more of it. Nothing much else happened. But then, a few weeks later, strange things started to happen. At first, it was slight pools again in the floor, and water dripping. Then also the dust. Then there was also noises, crashes and bangs, and strange sounds as though farm animals were in the house. This carried on, and then the daughter Diane, she started experiencing strange things. She was in the house one day by herself when she started. An object flew off this sideboard, flying just as though it was going to hit her and just dropping to the floor. As she ran out the room, she looked up the stairs and she saw a black figure at the top of the stairs. And this figure started coming towards her. And as it did, she passed out. She was found later on the floor by one of the neighbours who'd just called around just to get a cup of sugar or pass the time of day. Thinking that she was unwell, she called the doctor. The neighbour called the doctor for Diane, but there was nothing wrong. Now, over the next few months, there was many sightings of this figure, and in the end, people said it looked like it was a large person with a cowl, a long coat and cowl, and it usually appeared at the top of the stairs. Diana had cuts and bruises, and many times she was seen. She reported being flung across the room from one side to the other, and which she had bruises from this and scratches and that on her leg. Her father at first was very sceptical, but when he was in the pub, he was talking about it because he was stressed and thought his daughter was just looking for attention. One of his mates told him to get in the local ghost hunter who would do a study of the house and see what it was. This ghost hunter came and set up his equipment and that, and then started doing the investigation. There was a few knocks and bangs, a few little bits and pieces, but nothing major was seen. But the next year, as a ghost hunter was packing up his stuff, again, Diane saw the figure and screamed, and the ghost hunter got a glimpse of it, and then also a very strong smell of something nauseous. This carried on for quite a while until eventually the family decided to leave. They got another council house, and eventually the 30 East Drive stood empty for years. The council eventually sold it, and now it is owned privately. And if you ever want to try and see if you could see the ghostly monk of Pontefract, you can pay a small fee. I think it is 60 or 70 pound a night per person to go and stay at the 30 East Drive. It might be of interest for you, but I advise you to be very careful because you don't know what you might get.